90-Day Fiancé believed in love at first sight, until she met Loren. When they first crossed paths, it was everything she'd imagined and more. Loren was charming, a smooth talker with a laugh that could brighten the darkest room. His eyes sparkled with a sense of adventure, and the way he looked at her made her feel as though she were the only person in the world. They met while Faith was visiting friends in a small coastal town. Loren, tall and ruggedly handsome, caught her attention at a mutual friend's party. He was outgoing, effortlessly drawing everyone's attention with his infectious energy and warmth. Faith, reserved and usually a little shy in social situations, found herself opening up to him almost immediately. There was a connection, a magnetic force that neither of them could explain. Loren had a story, a past filled with travel and unpredictable adventures. He'd lived in multiple countries and had a colorful set of experiences that intrigued Faith. They spent the evening deep in conversation, laughing, debating, and sharing stories of their lives. Loren's ability to listen intently, to make her feel understood, had pulled Faith in like nothing else ever had. As the night wore on, they both felt the undeniable pull toward each other. Their chemistry was electric, their connection undeniable. Loren didn't waste any time expressing his interest. He complimented her, held her gaze longer than most people did, and made sure to tell her that he was drawn to her like a magnet. What started as a weekend getaway quickly turned into daily texts, late-night phone calls, and video chats. Soon, their budding relationship turned serious, and just 6 months into their whirlwind romance, Loren proposed. It was an intimate moment in a secluded park, with the golden hour sun setting behind them. Loren had orchestrated the perfect moment, and Faith's heart swelled with happiness as she said yes. The man she'd never expected to meet, the one who swept her off her feet, was now her fiancé. At first, everything felt perfect. They were a match made in heaven, or so it seemed. Loren seemed to adore her in every way, showering her with affection and attention. Faith was on cloud nine, unable to stop smiling every time she looked at her engagement ring. The dream of their shared future, marriage, children, and a life of travel and adventure, seemed within reach. But soon, the honeymoon phase began to fade, and the first signs of tension emerged. The first crack in their perfect relationship came a few weeks after the proposal. Loren had become distant. He started working longer hours, which left Faith wondering if something had changed. She had grown accustomed to his constant texts and calls, and suddenly, they were less frequent. His responses felt more curt, less engaging. Faith tried to brush it off, telling herself that stress from work and life pressures might be the cause. But deep down, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Loren began to cancel plans with little explanation, and when they were together, he would often zone out, his mind elsewhere. It wasn't the same carefree man she had fallen in love with. At first, Faith questioned whether she was just overthinking things. Maybe he was just going through a phase. But as the weeks went by, her concerns grew. Loren's behavior was shifting in ways that made her feel like a stranger in her own relationship. One evening, they had dinner at a local restaurant, one of the places they frequented when they were still in the honeymoon phase. As they sat across from each other, the silence between them felt suffocating. Loren was focused on his phone, occasionally glancing at her but never really engaging in conversation. "Loren," Faith began cautiously, "is everything okay? You've been kind of distant lately." He put down his phone, sighing heavily. "I'm just tired, Faith. Work's been hectic. That's all."